Okay, so you can see the three planners that I'll be showing you today. This one here is the one from Buy Paper Flower, the pocket size from Glenda Slan. From memory, I think that cost me $40 Australian, give or take a bit for postage. That's the pocket size. As you can see, that's slightly smaller than the other two. In the middle is the yellow Pelladori yellow vegetable tanned field note size. I purchased that for 323 Hong Kong dollars including shipping, and that equated to about $43 Australian including shipping. And this is the Chick Sparrow All American. They call it pocket size, but it really is a field note size, as you can see there. It's definitely bigger than this pocket size. That costs $100 US, whatever the exchange rate was for Australian. I didn't find that at the time, but that's by far the most expensive out of the three. So I'll begin with the blue one from Glenda Slan. The colour you see here is about what the colour is. It's a real royal blue. It's showing a bit lighter actually than what it is because of the shine from the internal lighting, but it comes with the red elastic and it has a couple of charms on it. Opening it up, you can see the design. It has the elastics or the strings side by side, which is good, and it has a spine elastic, which I love. Don't know why people put elastics on the backs, because it just leaves a knot in the middle of the page. This Sirigani pen loop doesn't come with the planner. I bought that separately, and that sticks like super glue. That thing does not come off, which is perfect. This has 4 strings, as you can see, all through 3 holes and side by side, and the red strings are the external and the page tag. This leather is quite robust. I'd say the leather is about 2.5 to 3 perhaps mils thick. It's a very malleable planner. It is hard as nails. This thing would survive a nuclear storm, I think. I've misused this really badly and I've thrown it in everywhere, and it comes great guns. I've got some books that I've pulled out of other planners. I'll pull these 2 out because they're field note size, but these 2 or 3 large books plus an insert, you get in there, and hang on, I'll get them in the middle. You're right on the edge. Now that's about 1 inch thick. You wouldn't want it any thicker than that because frankly you're going to be writing too high off the table, so that's a really good pocket notebook there. And like I said, I have misused this, and it hasn't lost colour, it hasn't lost any shape or anything like that. This is hard as nails, and sorry about the background noise, it's one of the cats going nuts around the house. So that's Glenda's field notebook. Really robust, really happy with that one. The next one that I got, because it was a bit small, I was for Brain Dump, which is what the idea was that I got that from one of Carrie Harling's YouTubes. I follow her like she's my idol, that woman. She comes up with fantastic ideas. I thought I'd try and get a field note size just to have more room to write. So I bought this one. This is the Pelladori field note size in lemon vegetable tanned leather. It's a really nice shiny leather. It's not as robust as the blue one, of course. It feels like it's been, although it's vegetable tanned, it doesn't feel as robust. Anyway, it's a nice shiny leather. It does get a little bit dirty because it's a pale colour. The colour you're seeing in the camera shows it a bit of a lemon or a pastel yellow, but it's actually quite a vibrant yellow in real life, like a real sun yellow. Excuse me for the sniffles. I'm just going to wipe my nose because I am a terrible snot factory today, sorry about that. It comes with the blue elastic. This has 2 elastics inside. On the other side you'll see that it's the over and under setup. I'm not a big fan of that because you have one shorter than the other. The Giglio Giramondos have the same problem, and I really hope that Von der Spek with their new Traveller's Notebooks sort that issue out and have side-by-side holes, and I think that they will be, and they'll go runaway success with that. So this one's nice. The leather inside's nice, but it's narrow. So if you like narrow books, that's fantastic. Sorry, narrow covers, that's fantastic. But this one, got the same... Cat's going nuts again, sorry about that. Got the same amount of books as the pocket one, but they're hanging out here. And that's a problem for me because I do not like a book overhang, because I throw this in my bag and shove it into small places, and I don't like my notes tearing. Now, I'm a really messy person generally, but as far as my organisers go, I'm very fastidious in relation to that. Thing I love about these Palladori, which is the reason why I bought it, is this leather strap over the side. Now it holds your pen in really well, although I don't have a pen holder in here because I ran out. But they hold them in quite well, and it's just a nice setup in that way, but disappointingly, it is narrow. I'll let them know about that, but that they don't seem to be too perturbed. The last one that I got, which only arrived today, it's only about an hour or two old, is the Chick Sparrow All-American Planner. Now, I don't think I said how much I paid for the Palladori. That was 323 Hong Kong dollars, and I think that equated to $43 Australian, including shipping. So that's not too bad for the price, really, coming from overseas. So other than the fact it's a little bit too narrow, and it doesn't seem to fold very straight. I don't know if you can see that twists a bit. Don't know why. It's always been like that. Anyway, moving on to the Chick Sparrow. This one's the expensive one. People say these the Giglios are really expensive, but if you're talking about dollar for dollar, I think the Chick Sparrow is pretty much on par with Giglio, because $100 US for a field note size planner is quite expensive, I think. Anyway, having said that, the leather is really good quality, very thick, very robust. Don't know if that shows on the video really well, but this is solid. This is exactly the same one as Carrie Harling has. I don't know where she says that it feels like suede. Maybe the leather that she has feels like suede, but this is a very shiny, smooth leather. And I've tried to move it and manipulate it a bit because it's quite stiff at the moment. And a bit of the creases have come out with the leather pattern that's coming out, and I think that's a good thing. That'll happen over time, so I think it will soften. I'm not sure, in this video it almost comes as a bit of a brandy colour, a reddy colour, but in real life I would call this a cinnamon, even though it says spice. I'd call this like a cinnamon colour. It's a really nice brown. I'm not a big brown fan, but it's quite a nice colour. You pay $5 extra American for the embossing on your for your name or whatever word you want to put on there. Mine was really imaginative and put my name. If I was smart, I probably would have put a quote on there or something. On the other side is the Chick Sparrow insignia, which is really nice. The stitching looks like it's a waxed cotton. It's shiny, so it looks like it would be quite robust. On the outside, you can see it's got the side-by-side elastics that I was mentioning that I prefer, not the over-under. And again, it has the spine elastic, which I love. And as I criticised earlier, I don't know why people put them at the back, because it sits right in the middle of your book. You can feel a lump when you're on that side of the book. So you've got 4 elastics in here. Some could argue you've got a little bit of a knot in the middle, but as far as I'm concerned, they're in between the books, so they don't really get in the way. But the thicker the elastic, the bigger the knots, so you can just change the knots. It's got some pockets on the inside. I think I said it's $5 for the embossing for the name, but it's also $5 American for the pen loops. Quite a large pen loop. You're going to need a pen with a clicker, not a lid, I think, because to hold it in, because it is quite loose. And I think all leather pen loops seem to have this problem. I think it's probably because if they make it too small, you'll never get your pen in because they don't have the luxury of the elastic. It's got some card holders. I really like that idea. I might use it as a wallet. I'm not sure as yet. That's the idea, to take it out every now and then, but I have a warrant card that I have to keep with me at all times, being a police officer, and my warrant card is very bulky and it limits what I can do with where I can put it and what purses and wallets I can use. So I will play around with this. Otherwise, I bought some stickers from the Reset girl. She makes them in credit card size. Her deliveries are quite delayed at the moment. Have a look on her website. It looks like they'll take about 2 months at this stage. So if I can't put my credit cards in and use this as a wallet, then I'll just use these pockets for stickers. As far as the books go and how much it can hold, putting the same amount of books in, these again the pocket size, you've got plenty of room. So that's three books and an insert, and you can see you've got plenty of room there. And I haven't put these in the elastic, so I haven't pushed them back. If I get my other 2 field note size books and put them in and see how much of a party I can create in here and wedge everything in, notwithstanding I haven't put these in the elastics or the fact that this is a brand spanking new one. I can fit all those in there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 booklets and that little insert that I put in there, and that's starting to get right on the edge. So I'm pretty pleased with that. And like I said earlier, getting that thick, you're not going, unless you're going to use this for storage, you're not going to keep that many and right on there, because that's just a little bit silly. So those are my reviews. This will be the one I'll be using as my brain dump for the time being. So we'll see how we go. Hope you like the video. Any suggestions or comments, please put below, because I'm happy for feedback. Thanks.